fourth quarter. They're down 80-73, coming up on 4 minutes in the quarter.
If you're checking the momentum, though, the style of play, the momentum is going the Stampede's way. Even though they're having a hard time, this defense is really pushing out hard.
Tarver spins on Emmett. Tarver goes up. Shot is blocked by Doug Thomas. Comes down to Emmett. Emmett with numbers. Emmett takes it on Bobbitt, and he is fouled by Tony Bobbitt.
You can see that was a double-team block shot that turned into a 5-on-2 fast break.
5 personal fouls now on Bobbitt. Tony struggling tonight, just 4 points. He's the Stampede's second leading scorer at a shade under 15 a game, and he looks frustrated. You can just see by his body language as the first free throw is no good by Emmett.
He never really got started tonight, and that's a challenge.
Only 4 shots taken. He's 2 of 4 from the field. He sits down, and Eric Devendorf in for him. This is now the 33rd free throw tonight taken by the Bighorns. They've hit 26 of them. Idaho's 11 of 15 from the line.
And there's your lead right there.
We've seen this script a lot this season. Stampede badly outnumbered it from the line. Bad pass down low, but the Stampede bailed out by a kick. Devendorf got caught in no man's land, tried to force it into Antoine Walker.
We need to just go one more dribble there, that's all. Just take it one more dribble, and that he had the right idea. His job is to get the ball to run the offense early in the clock through Antoine Walker.
Mo Charlo checks in. Thomas sits down for Reno. For Idaho, Milton Ambrose in for Reggie Larry. Bailey crossed the zone to Devendorf. In the corner for Tarver. Quick shot and a 3 for Seth Tarver.
David Bailey operating the offense from the opposite corner.
Terrence Thomas. That one skips off the rim, but there's Davis underneath. He can't get it to follow. Ball stripped free, controlled by Devendorf. Idaho trails by 5. They have the basketball. Devendorf behind him to Bailey, the veteran point guard.
Keep searching here.
Out to Milton Ambrose. Finds the cutter Tarver. Seth, step back, free throw line, jumper, around and off, and a loose ball foul against the Bighorns. Antoine Walker, active on the glass, draws the foul.
Yeah, before the defense gets set, there was a classic opportunity to keep searching, and David Bailey catching Seth Tarver flashing into the key for the open 17-footer, a bit of a runner, and Antoine Walker not able to get the rebound, but being shoved out of there once he was in the air.
11 rebounds tonight for Antoine. And now still 9 points as that one is long and flat.
It's fascinating to watch this team try and find in the different matchups and different ways to play how they're manufacturing points and manufacturing possessions.
Galloway in for Bailey. David leaves with 15 points. Walker has the double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds. It's an 81-77 game. Idaho's taken 18 points off what had been a 22-point deficit. Reno's outside with Graham. Graham drives past Devendorf, up over Galloway and scores. That was too easy. And now Devendorf looks like he's going to run the show from the point.
He's going to play the 1.
Galloway going to play the 2. Something he's going to have to learn to be versatile. He's really a point guard, but if he can pick up this position, that'll help him future down the road. Milton Ambrose, a deep 3 is long in Idaho. Comes back and cannot connect. And now here's Davis driving, kicking it out and throwing it away, but Graham runs it down in the corner. The Bighorns reset. Emmett drives on Ambrose, who fouls him with the body. And we have a whistle and a timeout on the floor. We break as well. 2:26 to go, third quarter. It's Reno by 6, 83-77. We are back after this timeout on the FutureCast.
If you're anything like my family, then you love to play basketball.
Fiber Pipe. Unleash the power of the internet.
Stampede basketball tonight brought to you by Tomlinson and Associates. They are the official housing partner of the Idaho Stampede. Emmett back to the free throw line for the Bighorns to shoot a pair after the foul by Ambrose as we went to the break. First free throw around and in Reno now. 27 of 34 from the line. Idaho 12 of 17.
The dribble penetration, just the constant dribble penetration and ball location on the second missed free throw. Finishing quarters, Mark, see what it looks like for the Stampede, 2:21.
Antoine Walker's 12th rebound of the game. He leads everybody in that category. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball. They're going to get Davis with a hold. trying to battle a much taller Kevin Galloway.
Well, they caught Davis. They knew in the timeout that Davis was going to be matched up on 6'7" Galloway, and they isolated him right away.
Davis staying 6'3" out of Southern University, his third year with Reno. Galloway to the free throw line. Kevin, a 50% shooter from the stripe this season, and that one is good. So in the final 2:14, without Blake Ahern on the bench for the Reno Bighorns, a chance for Idaho to at least keep the lead, or the deficit rather, to single digits. It's now 6. Make it 5 as Galloway puts in a pair. He's got 6.
We have time for 3 to 4 stops here. Let's see how it plays out.
Graham outside, guarded by Galloway in the paint. Davis spins it out to Emmett, to Graham, fakes the 3, rises and fires over Galloway, hits the elbow, the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Mo Charlo, and it's then taken away by Seth Tarver. Seth across the timeline, gives it to Galloway, who's now running the point, with Devendorf spotting up in the far corner. Ambrose outside with the basketball. Crosses it to Tarver. Seth drives, kicks it out to Galloway. 6 on the shot clock. Pass knocked away. Emmett with the steal. Ahead to Mo Charlo. Dishes it back to Emmett for the easy 2 on the fast break.
Tough turnover for the Stampede right there, in that they had Antoine Walker isolated down low on. They got exactly what they wanted. They just couldn't get the guard forward pass. Turned the turnover. Quickly, the Bighorns into 2 points.
Reno up 86-79. This is Tarver. Stutter dribble, and he is fouled on the play. It's a non-shooting foul, but Reno is over the limit, so it will be free throws for Seth Tarver. 57% free throw shooter, and this is a part of his game, Ross. He's going to have to improve if he wants to be in that next level of the NBA.
Absolutely. He's a quality shooter. I think it's just a case of confidence. It's also a case of pace on his rhythm as he launches. When he shoots the ball quickly, as you see that quick extension of his arm, he shoots the ball well. I think what happens sometimes is, just as when he early in a game he'll overjump his jump shot, sometimes he gets up on his toes a little too quickly and then he slow arms the ball to the rim. But since coming back from the camp, he's been shooting the ball with a good quick rhythm in his hands.
He hits a pair, but they call a lane violation on the Stampede, and it wipes out the free throw. Tough break for the Stampede, as I think they got Galloway with the lane violation.
Great arm rhythm there by Seth, though. Those are quality shots.
Correction, it was Milden Ambrose with the lane violation and the turnover. I apologize to Kevin Galloway. It was Milden Ambrose with the turnover, but that wipes a point off the board, and it's a 6-point Reno lead as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. Mo Charlo finds Emmett, double team, nice pass to Graham. Shot is no good. Ambrose may have gotten a piece of it. Here's Devendorf, dishes it to Milden Ambrose. It doesn't drop. Mo Charlo is fouled on the rebound by Kevin Galloway.
Tough fast break. Ended up with a nice finish, but he kind of put his shooter in a tough spot there, and then he ran him into the corner a wee bit. Nice finish, but again, the Bighorn hard to the boards, doing a great job on the boards and getting fouled in a highly contested rebound.
Yeah, the angle coming in for the layup was from the baseline. You want to come in at an angle from the block. You don't want to come in from the baseline.
Well, the reason the first shot wasn't,
that
was the challenge. The difference was the challenge, right? The traffic in the group right there. And this is just what we've seen all night. Free throw upon free throw. And it means other aspects of the Stampede game have to be so stunning to deal with this many free points. But the game, this is anybody's ball game. These teams have run multiple quarters at each other where they've been 33, 35, 40 points all year. So it's been back and forth, back and forth.
Both free throws hit by Mo Charlo. It's back to an 8-point game. It was 5, but it's been 22. Here's Tarver, gets a screen from Ambrose at the top. Milden can heat up quickly. He's at the outside, drives to the free throw line, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Milden Ambrose. 2 consecutive turnovers by Milden Ambrose. Good acting maybe by the defense to take the charge and hit down, but it was a foul on Milden Ambrose. And Reno gets the ball back with 40 seconds to go, and Milden will sit down. Milden never on track tonight. 13 points, but it's been an uneven 13 points.
Yeah, it's been times when he's been the primary scorer on the floor, and he's fulfilled that somewhat, but when he's just been on with a bunch of other players, it's been somewhat difficult. 2 substitutions. Ahern comes back for the Bighorn, and Will Foster comes back to stop layups. in the last 41 seconds.
This is Charlo outside. Thomas, Davis, double. They swing it around to the low post for the shot, which is blocked. Ball high in the air. Davis gets it, and it's swatted out of bounds by the big guy, Will Foster, with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. 18.3 on the game clock. I put Will Foster to challenge the inbounds pass. You got to get it around a 7-5 guy.
Actually, he'll be zoned on the front of the rim.
They drop him off, and they don't challenge the inbounds pass. The pass comes to McCullough. His jumper is strong, but there's another offensive rebound. Thomas gets it, and Reno can now hold the ball for the final shot and try and take a 10 or 11-point lead into the fourth quarter. And Idaho wanted to keep it to single digits. Reno potentially could cut it down to double figures, and there's a foul, and Ahern will get the chance at the line. Good execution by the Bighorns. Caught Idaho flat-footed defensively.
Long jump shot, got a long rebound, and they've made a feast out of getting that 12-foot rebound as they got that back and got that possession with 23 seconds and ground it down for 19, getting the shot and the ball in the right person's hands with 2 seconds on the clock.
Ahern with 19 points is now 8 of 8 from the line. Reno is 30 of 38, so they've outscored Idaho by 15 at the foul line, and in a 9-point game, you can do the math. Second shot now for Blake. Enjoys living in Reno. I saw him at a preseason scrimmage here in Boise when Reno came up to take on the Stampede, and he says it's a little nicer in Reno in the winter than it was in Erie, Pennsylvania. This is Tarver from midcourt. It'll count if it goes. It doesn't, and we have played 3 quarters, and the Reno Bighorns have regained a double-digit lead. They have the 90 points to the Stampede's 80, and we're back with the fourth quarter after this timeout on the FutureCast.
The WNBA and its players care about the community.
0 for 60 plus up to 1,000 cash back on Super Duty. Visit your local Ford store today.
This is the kind of joy we're spreading at the year-end celebration.
Idaho holds Reno to just 28% shooting in that third quarter, but Reno manages to go 12 of 15 from the foul line and out-rebound the Idaho Stampede in that quarter, 13-9, including 8 offensive rebounds, and almost every one of those offensive rebounds resulted in points for the Bighorns. Second chance points, 10 for Reno to 11 for the Stampede, but sure seems like Reno has had more than that. 10-point Reno lead, and they have the basketball. Blake Ahern across the timeline.
Before the Stampede, Reno only scored 22 points in the quarter, and that you can catch them at 22 points. You can't catch them at 30, 35 points, 33 points. So it'll be interesting to see if the defense can hold them down, get some stops, and get out and get some buckets here.
McCullough misses the short-range jumper, rebounded by Galloway. Stampede looking for the first points here in the fourth quarter. Reggie Larry drives, runs over Charlo, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Reggie Larry. Mo Charlo had good, solid position under the lane, and that's something that the veteran can do. He's been battling the flu, so he's not 100%. But Mo takes the charge. That's a turnover, the 16th against the Stampede, and Reno's cashed those in for 23 points.
Stampede playing man-to-man here into the quarter.